What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You rocking with Moochie, and this is Moochilla's Review. So hit the hammer, because you came through. Ew. So we are talking about Single Black Female 2, Simone's Revenge. So we're going to get into it tonight. Tonight is Thursday movie night with the ladies. And I have my girls here with me tonight. And it is Tamika from Tamika's Den, and we got EJ the TV Junkie TV. So, what's up, ladies? If you have not checked out EJ's review, she did a recap on it and gave her thoughts earlier this week. And it was a coincidence. I waited to the last minute to tell them what the movie was. But we're gonna have a group discussion. We all do our little solo reviews, and then we group together. So we're gonna talk about it. What are y'all thoughts? Oh, wait, before we do begin, let me just mention it. Scroll up to the top, hit the like, hit the share, put me up in that algorithm, y'all, and holla at your girl. Would you want to see Single Black Female Part 3? Enter your vote, and please, we'll check it out towards the end, all right? Anywho, what are y'all thoughts about it? I want to know y'all first thoughts before we dig in, y'all.
Me first?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was interesting. I was cursing the TV out. I liked part one, so I figured I was gonna like part two. And I'm so mad I don't remember the actress's name right now, but I feel like they look alike in real life. They be cracking jokes on social media and doing videos together, and I like them teaming up and doing this. Me and Moochie kind of had like a little bit of watch.
We had a little watch party. I got a little clip for us to laugh at later because that was a spur of the moment thing, EJ, at midnight. So we didn't even call you. Amber Riley is Simone, and Raven Goodwin is Monica. They do favor each other, so it's believable. They really look like they could be half sisters. And I was all for that too. What was your take on it, EJ?
Okay. I thought I was on mute. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I actually did this video. It was one of my first videos that I did when I first started my channel, which was Single Black Female. And it's so funny because y'all know I'm so not a critic, right? Like I just watch TV just to be watching TV and movies just to watch movies. Like I don't get into all that other stuff. And that was the first time I ever tried to be critical of a movie. I felt so bad after I did that review, y'all. It was horrible because I called it predictable and I was like, this isn't what I want to do. But I did like the movie. I really loved it. I did like the movie Single Black Female. I thought Single Black Female 2 was really good as well. I'm here for K. Michelle. She's like the part that really just elevates it for me. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, K. Michelle definitely did good. And I do feel like it has predictable parts. Even when we was watching this one, we was like, now this gonna happen, that gonna happen.
We was like that though. But we was enjoying it though. I mean,
used to Lifetime movies, I think is kind of what you expect. But I like seeing the Black sisters, coming through.
You want to hear something funny, y'all? You know what my son, when he was little, used to call Lifetime? The Bad Man Channel. He like, Ma, he was little though. Ma, you watching the Bad Man Channel?
Yeah.
He right though. It just feel like
Hey Candy.
Hey Kendall. Hey Candy. Hey Toya. Hey everybody. I just realized I can't see y'all. Y'all can't see my comments. I be speaking, but
you didn't get that fixed?
Yeah, mine either. I go to everybody's channel and say hey because all this time I thought it was going everywhere, but it's only going to my Facebook and my YouTube. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, I did not know that. So I like the way they basically started this off right where it ended.
Yeah, they definitely did. And they kind of gave me a reminder because I forgot some of the things that happened. Kendall, you never seen Single White Female? It's kind of like, psycho. Like a little psycho person that want revenge when really it's like, what do you want revenge about? Because you blaming me for what exactly? It's one of those. to me.
Exactly. Like what? I gotta let me just make sure I got all my clips, y'all. That's what I was doing. I'm sorry.
No
I
worries.
don't know why
But yeah, I was so glad to see K Michelle though. Yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah,
Yeah, I was too. I forgot.
I thought she did an awesome job.
Yeah, I would like to see her more things.
I would. I would too. I think she did an awesome job. So let me get my little card so we could talk about this from the beginning. So basically, oh no, this is the wrong clip. Hold on, I have to get. I don't know where. My bad, y'all. And I had it too. I don't know. That's the wrong clip too. Wait a minute. I hate when this happens, y'all. Cause I had everything in the wrong thing. I was in the wrong link. That's why we're late tonight, y'all.
Yeah, I was the wrong one at first too, and
I think we all was in the wrong link. So I mean, it happens sometimes. With sometimes you just be having some technical issues, So I'm trying to get this thing up. I'm sorry, y'all. I really have to apologize.
Relax and Chill TV. That's EJ the TV junkie. He said, "Who's this chocolate bar at the bottom?"
That's a married woman.
I didn't even see that one.
He like him some chocolate.
You not gonna get that chocolate.
All right, so
let me go to Moochie channel now. I gotta go say hi to everybody in
all
each
right,
thing.
so starts off where it ends. She's being like saved by the people on thing, but the ambulance. But we also see that Simone almost gets hit by a car and she gets rescued, y'all. What was y'all thoughts about how that popped off, how she got out of that burning building and all of that? I'll start from the bottom and then we work our way up and I'll go last. Okay?
Yeah, that was crazy to me. I was like, okay, so Simone done got herself out of the burning building, then fell on the thing. Like it was just too much.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and I have so many questions about that particular thing too, but we'll get into that later because I got some questions about the police people. They not making no sense to me when it comes to this story. But yeah, I thought it was interesting though.
Yeah, I thought it was too. Hold on, let me get this.
Okay.
I gotta. All right. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. And then, what's your thoughts? Your next, Tamika.
Yeah, I'm right there with EJ. Like I said, we was watching this together. First thing we was saying was like, "Wait a minute, okay." So she made it out, and nobody's not paying attention, and then she just passes in the, middle of the daggone.
I think it was
Her name
something. Yeah,
was
you
Simone.
broke up. We didn't hear that last little thing you said, Tamika.
Oh no, I said I agree with EJ. We are kind of on the same page. Where I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. I didn't even know. Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing came out. I was saying that, like, I agree with EJ. We on the same page because we wanted to know how was she coming out. She survived. She just walking out, into the street and pass out, and the car coming past. But yet we're already pronouncing her gone and saying her name was Simone and assuming that she's burning up in the house that's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I had questions for the popo too.
Heck yeah. So they moved to Seattle, Washington. Her and BB and Monica moved. They start a new life, new jobs, and everything. Monica becomes a newscaster, and she's doing it's not even daytime. Is it daytime TV she's doing, or is it the evening news? Wait, you on mute, EJ?
Not anymore. She was doing
daytime.
Yeah.
And now she's doing a crime TV show that's prime time.
Yeah.
And what did y'all think of her boss, y'all? Her boss. was
Girl, I
named
thought she was too much. I said this. I had some choice words for her. I did not like her. Then I felt bad later, but I did not like her. I was like, oh, like you doing way too much. You done hired her. Hey, Kayla, you done hired her to come, and now you gonna treat her like this. Like I just thought it was a lot.
It was me. That's the thing. Me and her was complaining about. I went too far.
Absolutely. Right off the back, she was being a bee. It was like, lady, what is all this attitude for? You know, she coming in, introducing herself, trying to shake her hand, and she looking her up and down like she disgusted. Let her know right off the back, like, you are not my choice. I didn't want you. I'm like, okay, miss, but I'm here.
That part.
I did okay. Well, what did y'all think? I didn't. It seemed like it was a hostile work environment from the get go. She
Absolutely.
had Kendall, her boss, who wouldn't even give her a handshake. I thought she was very rude. What was y'all thoughts? Let me see who's in the chat. EJ, tell us your thoughts about this whole thing with Kendall as well as Layla.
Yeah, Layla was full of crap too. Like when I was like, why is all this negative energy so pent up with all these people? Like, why is everybody coming in so negative? Like, usually when you get like a host, because you know, the host is like up here, right? And typically when you get a host in, people are like way more nicer to them. But I'm just like, especially on the first day of work, like, how I'm gonna come into the first day of work with all this negativity? Like, I can't even deal. And then we got all these melanin people like I was just like, we doing way too much for, like we trying to have black excellence over here. Like, what y'all doing? Y'all
You
got
know,
too much going on.
what was your thoughts on? Okay, you already said something about it, right? Tamika, you already talked about it, right?
I'm sorry, I was gonna say it was back to back. Like we already had Kendall be nasty, and then we had the makeup artist be nasty right behind her. You know, she wanted BB to hurry up and get out the way. She was like, no, she couldn't wait 5 minutes for her to do the makeup. You know, I need to do it right now. And she basically told her, like, girl, it ain't no small talk. Like, you ain't gotta say hi to me. We ain't gotta do none of that. I just want to do your makeup and I want to go on about my business because she was, oh God, I'm sorry, y'all. Kayla over here knocking my headphones out, knocking my mic out, everything. She was trying to be nice and cordial to her. And she basically told her, like, no, girl, don't say nothing to me. We don't have to talk about nothing. I was like, well, damn, it's not that serious, is it?
Yeah, she was rude. I thought she was horrible, man.
Very rude.
Horrible, and so was Kendall. And it was just like they was really rude to her, like they didn't want to hire her, and it seemed like she put her in a position where she wanted to either you gonna sink or swim. You gonna talk about your trauma, and we gonna get some ratings, or you're not gonna have a job. If if she was put in a sink or swim situation, I believe. And the rudeness of her. What did y'all think of Detective Trevor? He was trying to holler out from the jump.
Okay.
I'm gonna start. Go ahead, EJ. I was getting ready to say I'm gonna start with you.
Okay, Trevor say, listen, I ain't wasting no time giving them old bedroom eyes. I saw him. I was like, okay, I see y'all. I said, here goes the love interest right here. But he was probably the nicest person that was on that set that day. That's for sure. So
Exactly.
I liked. I thought he was going to be a good character, but we all knew what it was going to go down. So
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I liked him too. I felt like he didn't know what he was walking into because they kind of put her on the spot and made it about, her story. And when she brought up the ideas that she had, like she wanted to talk about the high rate of, black women specifically that was dying in childbirth and things of that nature. She just kind of told the guy, like, oh, throw this away and put her on the spot right as they was going on air, where she didn't even know what the topic was going to be, and then she thought she just was interviewing him about the cases he worked on with stalkers, and the next thing you know, they want to throw her story into it, and it was like, damn, you ain't even give me a heads up, you ain't asked me if that's what I want to do. So that was real funky. I ain't like that. They was just coming at her back to back to back. What's up, Detroit King?
I was mad at this for the simple fact is how rude they were but I like BB having her new improved attitude.
Yeah, she
And,
was
and
fun.
what did y'all think of her bucket list?
Girl, I
The
came with her
bucket
bucket
list was
list.
too much. Some things was cute, but I was like, come on now, BB.
Too much. Just doing way too much. I was like, I can't with this list. This list got to go.
Well, she told her one thing you don't do is go to HR on another black female. I thought it was cool, but like, yo,
Mhm.
I think it was. I believe she did have a right, but I thought she should wait things out and see how it happens. I think they put her in that predicament for the ratings. She knew exactly why she hired her, Kendall. Which I don't think it was a good look. Hey, Kendall, we got a good Kendall in here and the bad Kendall right now, but she ends up turning out good later, though, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So yeah, what did y'all think of this one? How you end up at the convict with the nuns?
Girl.
What was your thoughts? Start to Tamika.
Yeah, first thing I said was like, I know this chick ain't got on no damn nun outfit. It was like the devil, in disguise, literally.
You know,
I'm assuming that this nun was the one that originally picked her up, and then that's when we finding out that she also has amnesia. So I was trying to figure out, is she faking it or do she really have amnesia? But yeah, the nun outfit, I was like, of all the places for her behind it, that was ridiculous. Hey, cuz.
so what was your thoughts on her and Sister Marie or Sister Mary? I don't think it's Sister Mary.
I don't know, yeah. I really felt like Sister Mary knew exactly what the deal was with her, but
Mm-hmm.
she in all this kumbaya, let's move on with life mode type, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like she knew exactly what the deal was, and it's just basically trying to give her, another chance. Um, so even when we, get towards the end, we'll talk about that. But I just still felt like that's what really made me feel like she really knew all along that Simone was not on the up and up, and who Simone actually was and what she was actually doing, because she won't even let her confess. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Mm-hmm.
That was crazy. Even though you put your track shoes on and ran it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, every time she was trying to say something, she would like be cutting her off and just telling her like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. I knew, you know why I named you Grace? Because from the moment I picked you up on the side of the road, I saw Grace that you survived." I'm like, girl, but mm-mm.
I'm like, the next scene we find out that homegirl ends up seeing Kendall. I know. Am I jumping the gun? I don't think I am. I don't think I am. No, I'm not jumping the gun. Look.
This is what started it off with triggered
Yo,
her.
this
'Cause,
set it off, yo. This
yeah.
set it off, and we gonna look. We look. This set it off, and this is what I was like. Oh man, now you know she really crazy because she had that whole little thing happen where she remembered everything.
Yeah, once she saw her on the news,
Mm-hmm.
she started getting the flashes, and then this lady bumps into her. Well, they bump into each other, but typical Karen energy. She was like, "Oh, watch yourself. Who do you think?" I said, "Mitch, you gonna regret saying
No, okay, y'all ready for it? Like, oh, what happened?
something."
Okay, let me put it back in. I don't even know if it's loud enough. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, here we go. I'm reminded of my own story. Having a crazy, deranged stalker wrecked my life. And to make matters worse, it was a blood relative, my half sister Simone. Now, what was the part that we was pissed off about? Tamika. First of all, I was pissed off that she had a nun's outfit on and a nose piercing. And she still kept it in. She stood 10 toes with it. You mean to tell me the nun ain't tell you to take that joker out? As strict as they are at Catholic schools? I'm just saying.
Doing too much.
Yeah, they definitely was doing too much with that.
But we get here, and she roaming all around this place.
Yeah, that blew my mind too. She got there so fast.
Yes.
And it was like, you got a brand new outfit, a brand new attitude, a brand new outfit. And then she's just standing right there. I was like, now, she don't recognize her just because she got on glasses and a hat. Exactly. I would have known her so fast.
Exactly. And where does money come from? Like, did you steal the money from the nuns? Like, where you get all this money from?
I wanted to ask you about that. I'm glad you brought that up, EJ. Do you think that was that envelope that the nun gave her when she left had money in it?
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, unless the nun gave her money, that's the only other thing that makes sense, because she asked her what was in it and we never got an answer.
Right.
I didn't even think about that. You're right.
I mean, I'm just giving a thought. I mean, I could be wrong and I could be right.
That could be right. That's the only thing that makes sense, because that was what I was like, where in the world?
Me and her was talking through this whole thing. How she ain't see her? And this is what she tells her she remembers herself, and then she gives her this. What did y'all think about Layla and the whole apartment situation, how that fell in her lap?
I just think Layla's stupid. Layla just is stupid. I have never seen someone that just is so just ignorant. So I don't understand. You mean to the girls that you work with, you know what I'm saying? Like, you mean to them, but you want to embrace her because she does a nice gesture for you. Didn't that seem kind of weird that she would take it upon herself to insert herself in a situation and go get your money for you? Like, I would have found that hella awkward if it's me. I'm like, why in the world would somebody do this? Like, I would be asking so many questions, and we probably wouldn't have been roommates, because I would have been like, you know what, you might gotta go.
You know what I had a problem with also?
Yeah, that was weird.
You know what I had a problem with also? That they did this whole story with Detective Trevor, and they not once had a picture of this girl.
Thank you.
How you didn't? If you're a reporter and you're in charge of this whole little switch with her, because you switched out, like how Tamika said, you switched out the index cards and you told her to follow the prompter. So you had all of this set up from the get-go. How you ain't get a picture of this girl so you know who she is?
Exactly. Now, old girl seems like she probably did have a photo of her because she recognized her, but everybody else, like, everybody would have been on high alert up in this mug. Like, we would have
it didn't seem like nobody really had info on her the way they was making it seem, and they just assumed, like I said, that she had burned up in the fire, so we not even thinking about it. But to me, this didn't make sense with Layla and just her warming up to her so quick to move her in her house and become her roommate, like, with the attitude that she brought with the girls and how antisocial she was. That didn't make sense to me. I would think you're going to have that energy all across the board. Why would you all of a sudden trust, to move her in your place? Like, I get
know,
it.
And it was so quick. Even though she still was standoffish and she had her guards up, I'm like, well, how you let this girl move and you ain't do no background check and you already had a bad experience with a roommate?
Right.
Like, you didn't do nothing. You just like, okay, you can move in. And you already said you had problems with trust issues. You let her know. You let her know from the get-go. I don't trust people, and I don't. Basically, she
exactly that didn't make sense to me. What a stranger, because trust me, when my mom first left this apartment to me, I had a couple of roommates, and that was friends and family, and I barely child. They was getting damn put out, let alone a stranger. And that was before I had my son. Like, no way, Jose.
All right, we gotta talk about BB and Kendall having girl time.
Another thing on her bucket list.
You know?
The way she put her hand on that thigh, girl, I said, wait a minute. Okay, let me find out. Kendall ain't as uptight as I thought.
You know? And then she brought it up. Like,
Ooh.
yeah, I was with her and a man.
Mm-hmm.
And her interest is already peaked. Where they ain't even have nothing to eat. They just went straight to wherever they was gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Check,
Moochie,
please.
tell them who that is.
Y'all, do y'all know who this woman is? Let me go back to the picture of her by herself. Oh boy. Do
Cause she
y'all know
looks
who she
very, very
is?
familiar.
She's very, very, very familiar because she's Mabel.
That is Mabel ass, ain't it?
Yes,
Oh, I'm
it
sorry.
is, y'all. It's Mabel from BMF, aka what was her name in Snowfall, y'all. Y'all remember her name? I forgot her name in Snowfall, but that is Mabel from BMF, y'all.
Black
Mhm.
diamond.
Yeah, Diamond. Black Diamond.
Something like that. I can't remember it. But.
Yep.
Yep, Layla was very gullible. You right, Queen. She was mad gullible. And that was what threw me off. Everything you saying threw me off. But I'm gonna wait till we get there, because even though she's remembering something, she's having flashbacks of other parts of her life too. Now she goes to this food truck, which and bumps into Trevor, and they have their little conversation. And what happens, Tamika? Tell me what you see.
Simone ass sitting in the cut watching them the whole time. She like, what's the 411, hon? What's the 411? I was like, how the hell she just there? Like, she just was popping up random right there behind her. I'm like, you don't feel that? But mind y'all, she also kept having nonstop dreams about her, because you go through something like that. And of course, it's traumatic. We were saying how she probably had PTSD and should be in therapy and things of that nature. So you would think, like, being as though she's having all the dreams, even though I know she technically thought she was there, but you feel when somebody's staring at you, and you usually would turn around like, why I feel eyes on me? Now, once do she turn around?
What was your take on it, EJ?
Yeah, I was like, you know me, I'm screaming, like, turn around, please. Like, I know you, because I feel like I can feel people watching me. Like, I be like, trying to turn around a little slowly, you know what I'm saying? I just thought that it was crazy that Simone is this well at blending in, and she shouldn't be. Like,
Exactly.
I'm like, everybody should know that this woman got away, like, period. Like, everywhere. I don't care what state you in. Like, everybody should know.
Exactly. She was good at blending in. But it's like, if you having dreams about this woman, Monica, you having dreams night after night after night. How you not paying attention to your surroundings? That's what I had a problem with this, because she should be like on the guard like this, because she's already scared. Not scared, but she feels like, I feel like this is not resolved. I need some closure. I need some closure in all of this. I want to know if she's really gone.
Mm-hmm.
So what was your thoughts about Layla and her now? She's telling her she wants to, it was a key word that she said, us girls got to stick together. And that was what Simone said to her. I'm going to start with you, EJ.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what she said. If you had this as a trivia question, I probably would have got it wrong.
No, I didn't want to. I was trying to be easy tonight.
Look, it might have came back to me multiple
and
times,
I
but
had trivia too.
it was the same thing that I was about to say Amber. It was the same thing that Simone had said as well about about the girls sticking together, about the women sticking together or whatever. And so that kind of triggered a thought for her. And that's what got me, because Layla didn't seem like extremely slow. Seemed like she picked up on stuff pretty quickly. Yet, we know that, But I'm going to take my track shoes off. But I'm just saying it was crazy.
Yeah, she did. She picked, to me, I feel like she it was made too easy for her to reconnect to this girl. I feel like she ain't really have to do no work. How you find out where she work already? How you find out all of that? I wish they could have showed how we got there, but it is her sister. She knows all her personal information, so I guess that's how she did it. I'm just taking an educated guess with that, y'all. So yeah. So I thought this was like, I thought she kind of found her too easy.
Yeah.
She did find her easy. The only reason I was kind of more like, okay, how she got there that fast and how she got the money. I didn't really have such a issue with how she found her, only because she was on a public news thing. So I would think the information for that is probably, public, and it's not going to be hard to find that. But I do feel like just the way she just so happened to become the roommate with the person that's her makeup artist, like, and be able to come in on the tour around the building, I felt like that was too easy. But just knowing that, oh, hey, she works for, what was it, the Real Talk or whatever it was, and this is a public, syndicated show, then that probably would not be hard to find where it is. But it shouldn't be so easy for you to get in. It shouldn't be so easy for you to be connected to the people that you need to get closer to her. That I did think was too easy.
And if you was doing stalker stories, how you don't got good security there?
That part.
Y'all doing true crime stories, and some of these people be on the run. How you don't got? It's little things, but remember, it's lifetime. So I enjoy it anyway. It's not as serious as I'm making it out to be.
No. You're right. It makes you think, but at the same time, you know that you're looking at a Lifetime movie, and we know how, most Lifetime movies go. And that's why I love them so much. I don't have to sit there and be all, oh, why did you think it, but then you're just like, but dang, that was still pretty good though.
Right.
So this is the whole thing. I need this on my desk by blah 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 time. And she's telling her all of this, and she's telling her she doesn't want to do that. Meanwhile, this girl, I had a problem with this too. I was talking about this, right, Tamika? I'm like, how she getting in this girl's computer? And this girl is so standoffish. She not gonna be leaving no passwords and stuff like that around. What was y'all thoughts?
The fact that she literally was looking up hacking and looking up things that would let you know if you actually did a damn investigation, police, what she was up to. Don't they normally take your laptop and all of your phone and all your information to see what you was doing? That's another reason why certain things didn't make sense later, but we'll get to that.
Yeah, we have to have a thing, because we're gonna talk about the possibilities of the sequel. So we're gonna get into that. So hold all keep y'all shoes under your desk and off, and have y'all feet dangling. Anywho, moving on. So she's talking about cyber stalking, surveillance. She's trying to do the whole nine. Now, how you remember all of this in your memories, or now? We talked about this. I think we jumped ahead. What did you think about her getting this money back for Layla? EJ.
I thought it was weird. Like, I thought this was such a weirdo move. Like, she tells you about the money, but I get you trying to gain her trust because you need to get closer, because you need her to kind of get in where you're trying to get in to get certain things. So you need to have like a little bit of trust. So I get that. Plus, Simone is one of those people that attaches to this whole idea of sisterhood, yet she really doesn't get what sisterhood truly means when it's all said and done. But she thinks that she does, and she thinks this is the way to gain it. But I thought it was just such a crazy move. And I'm just thinking for myself, like, if someone did that to me and brought me the money back, I have so many questions, because EJ can't go to jail at all, not ever. So with that being said, I would want to know, like, what did you do to get this money? How did you do it? Like, why would you do it? What was the purpose of it? But I just thought it was so weird, especially messing with a little doggy.
Yeah. I thought this was weird. You walking up on people, she don't even know you from Adam. But I mean, you explain yourself. But I thought, you threatening this girl and her dog, but she was in the wrong. She actually owes her money. So
yeah, I actually didn't mind her threatening her. She didn't have to threaten the dog, but she had to use her power. She had to use her power to make her point. Like, girl, run her money. Okay, she said you left without paying her the rest of her money.
I thought this was cool with this whole thing. And she's like, nobody, this is what breaks her down with this, getting her this money, as well as it is breaking down her walls. So she's taking her guards down and stuff like that. But what was y'all thoughts with well, we talked about the money. Okay, I think I got something mixed up, but y'all know what I'm saying. And she finds out about her mom and them not having a good relationship.
Yeah. I mean, I just, like I said, I thought that part was a little bit weird, but I got exactly why she was doing it because, like you said, she did need to get her to drop her guards down because Layla was wound up tight. So she needed her to drop her guards down and she needed her to be able to trust her so that she could, for one thing, get information from her, but also get close enough so that she could get things that she needed from her if it came down to it, so that Layla would be more relaxed into, leaving stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying not to go ahead, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so that Layla could just, like you said, drop her guard down and be more relaxed. I thought this was interesting that they brought this whole mom thing into the story, which had me to thinking like, okay, so maybe Layla is going to play a little bit more into this, because why do we really need to know too much about this character? Why do we need these, little pieces of information? So that was the first time I started thinking about why Layla was so, what was the point?
I like this. I like this story. I like getting a backstory. I always like getting a backstory, and then we got this backstory about her being in foster care. So this is where they kind of bonded too, because she knows she had a situation where she didn't trust people. So I thought this was kind of. I mean, I wanted to see where this goes, and I wanted to see how she was soften up, and then we see how it goes. Tamika, what you got to say about it?
Yeah, I agree. It was all a part of her game plan and it was working just the way she wanted it to because, she was kind of like, well, damn, why would you do something like that for me? You don't even know me. You didn't have to do that. I didn't tell you about it, for you to go and do anything. And like you said, now she knows that she was alone and, we feel like, hey, well, Dad, she did this for me. All right, like the Grinch, her heart is starting to melt. It's growing 3 sizes.
So, what was your thoughts of me and Tamika with this thing with the plant? What's your thoughts with the plant, EJ? Because, and then you tell us about it too.
I was like, when she gave her the plant, the first thing I said, what the heck is Simone up to? Because there has got to be a reasoning why she's asking her to do this, but it all plays back into everything that just happened. You softened her up, you get her to let her guard down. Now you can tell her things or suggest things to her and she'll listen to you. And this is what was needed. I was like, really? So you just gonna bring a plant in and think that look how whatchamacallit looking at her, Monica looking at her like, what the, like, really? A plant? But I just thought that it was interesting because it was so fake. Nothing was real about that. There was no real apology. There was no real feeling of anything. She literally is just doing this to, she's taking her advice to try to, do better. So I don't know. I just thought it was crazy, but I knew something was up with it though.
What was your thoughts, Tamika, with this? I know we talked about when we was really talking with this.
Yeah, at this point, Monica's like, yeah, girl, why are you coming in here? Why are you bring me flowers? Because the whole time between her and Kendall, they was both just being nasty to her every interaction. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be giving you the side eye. All of a sudden, you coming in and wanting to say hi, bring me flowers, be nice, and call yourself, I guess, giving a fake apology because it really wasn't an apology. So yeah, she had every right to be skeptical because you have never wanted to be nice or interact with me at all. And then of course we found out there's a damn recording device in the flowers, and that's the whole point that Simone sent it there for, so she could be able to listen to everything. I'm like, oh Lord.
I was like, look at this. And it's clear as day know what pissed us off next, right, Tamika? Yeah, I know it pissed you off, EJ. Well, how recite? Oh, let me reel it back in. What did y'all think about her meeting her mom and then them going out for drinks? Okay, EJ.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember this part.
She gets the flashback. Simone gets a flashback, and we see her. This is supposed to be her, I believe, as a teenager
Yeah.
having a baby. I thought
Yeah,
that's what
that
I was
part
getting
was
from it.
interesting too because I don't remember them mentioning that in part one. So I'm
They
assuming
didn't.
with her getting the amnesia and then now having these memories, these are also memories that are coming back to her that she didn't remember. Or did
Yeah.
she originally think that her baby? I wasn't too clear on that part, but
Yeah, because at first we was thinking that when this was going on, I don't know if I want to ask y'all too. Did y'all think that Layla was her daughter at first? At first, I was thinking that this
Yeah.
girl
For
might be
like a
her
whole
daughter.
2 seconds.
right. I was
For a whole
thinking
2
maybe they
seconds,
would.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Is this her daughter?" But I was like, it can't be." I was like, "It just
That's what
can't be."
we was like that with it too.
Yeah, because I didn't know what their age difference was, and especially since they pointed out that Layla had been, in like a home and foster care and kind of a loner and things of that nature. It was like, well, could this be the daughter that was taken away from her? But then I was like, now what would be the possibility that she just so happens to find her daughter there at the same place that she's coming, to stalk Dan Monica at too? So I didn't know if it was a connection because it was like, wait a minute, they bring this up and then we see in her giving birth. So I did think for a minute that that could be a possibility. And even when they went out, Layla was like, I've never done this before. I've never had a ladies' night. So, they was ready to turn up. She was in there throwing them drinks back.
Yeah, I thought
Okay.
she was gonna. Remember, I was like, she gonna get her drunk and do something. I thought
Mm-hmm.
she was gonna get her drunk and like take her stuff and go back to the office at this time. Though I really did, but she got her drunk. They bonded. They had the little thing outside with the dudes, and this girl,
Okay.
she becoming a ringmaster,
Mm-hmm.
ringmaster,
BB told
and
her she needs to go get some.
Okay.
What did y'all think about the nosy neighbor?
It's always one.
Yes, always one. Always.
Here she go walking her dog. She was just looking at everything. So now we get here, and she's basically telling her she needs this on her desk by this time, and blah 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 and blah blah blah. And meanwhile, we already know that Simone is listening to every word of this. I was so mad at this scene. Tamika was mad at the scene. EJ, we're gonna start with you, and then then Tamika, and then myself. What did y'all?
Um, go ahead.
No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
no. Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say that, well, first and foremost, this is where we kind of see Kendall kind of soften up a little bit because she wants that story that she originally talked about. And I was like, oh, okay, so Kendall, okay, so this is where we're going with this. But yeah, I just don't understand why we didn't throw the flower away from the jump. We didn't want that flower. Why didn't we just throw it away?
Exactly.
I just didn't get it, but yeah, I mean, old girl is listening, and at this point, I'm just like, this ain't gonna be good. Like, this is when she about to make her move. Like, what is about to happen? So I was just kind of anticipating the next move.
The next move was crazy. That whole thing was crazy.
It really was.
I oh yeah, Tamika's your go. I'm sorry. What was like we talked about this with her reciting that whole letter.
Yeah, that didn't make no sense. Like, first of all, who types and literally says every single word you saying, and then she had this folder, I guess a thing. I don't know where she learned it at about venting and kind of writing out all your thoughts and what you want to say when somebody makes you angry, and that's cool. But maybe that should have been on your damn phone. I don't know. It should not have been on your business work computer where you literally saying the stuff out loud and you're being recorded. you know, so it can basically be put out that way, because at this point Simone is listening to everything you're saying, even though you don't know that, but I'm just saying. But you're typing this up on your work computer and then saving it in a folder. I'm like, girl, where they do that at? And mind you, she going, I can't stand her. I hope that she gets taken out. This is what she's writing. It's like, are you freaking kidding me?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I had the scenes mixed up. My bad, y'all. I'm thinking about the next
No,
one.
but
My
you
bad.
you was right from this, because first she had this stupid vent folder. I'm like, well, what the heck? She got this. Why would you say that? Soon as you finish, first of all, I was mad that she was reciting the letter as she was typing.
Exactly.
I mean, sometimes you do that when you be real pissed off.
Yeah.
But I felt like you doing everything word for word. You giving her too much ammo.
Okay.
And
And you
you
should have
already
deleted
talking
that.
loud like this at a new job. A new job. So you was doing some reckless ish to me.
She should have deleted that though, because you also on the company computer. We all know that the company can see everything.
Exactly.
There's no way I would have saved that. No way.
I thought that was so crazy to me. That you saving this whole letter. You saving this whole letter.
Oh, Mabel.
So once she saves that letter, I feel like after this, the ish hit the fan. To me, because she's coming home telling her stories about what happened. I don't know how I did that. She's coming home telling her stories about what happened. And you could see her demeanor change. Because she not defending her and she trying to hear her out. As far as Simone, she's like, well, what do you know? It's not only her father. Come on, you couldn't pick up the red flags right there.
But that's the thing, because I felt like Layla did catch on to things fast, like EJ was mentioning earlier. The first clue she got is when she went to her and said the moan, which was the only thing that, you know, Simone called her. Nobody else called her that. And I remember that Monica was like, please don't call me that. Like only one other person ever called me that. And that wasn't a good memory, wasn't a person that, you know, I want to even think about. The second clue, I think, was basically her saying, like you said, the same thing that Simone said, and she looked like two people saying that to me within a couple of days of each other. Like, that's a little weird. And then the next thing was when she finally sat down and gave BB an apology too, and BB was like, yeah, girl, you ain't have a rock on your shoulders, you had a boulder, like you was coming real hard. And she would start to give her the breakdown. Like, it wasn't just that she stalked her. She took out her boyfriend. She poisoned her daddy. She was like, oh, God, I didn't know it was all of that. She was like, yeah, she haven't talked about all of that part. So when she goes home and she's telling her that part, she's like, oh, it wasn't just her daddy. Well, you know, she ain't really saying what an act, but it was like common sense that, yeah, it's something going on here right now. 1 + 1 is 2. Like, I felt like her antennas was up, but it didn't go in the direction that we thought it was going to.
Exactly.
Because at one point, she even tried to go to look in her room. Well, she didn't get a chance. She just was calling out her name. And that's when she came out and she said, yeah, I'm a little hungry. Why don't we order a pizza? But I was scared at that point, like, oh, she going to go in there and sneak in her room and she going to get taken out. But, it, you know, that didn't happen.
I know. I thought she was gonna get taken out when she came in the room. Remember when she was in there and she came out right behind her? But I don't want to jump too far. We find out that she gets the job and she's on permanent. She just got to be notified by HR. And I'm thinking she already done went in there and sent that letter. Then she's saying she feels uneasy because all of the dreams she kept having. We kept seeing the dreams. Me and Tamika was like, we know that they gonna fight, right? So what was y'all take on the whole thing with her, with Trevor saying he's gonna find out what's going on? And I think she was from Houston. And she's gonna find out he's gonna do a background investigation. I feel like he should have done that from jump. She should have done this.
But he he didn't really know all the details. So once she started breaking it down to him, and he was like, "I'm gonna look into it," I said, "Trevor's a goner." Like, it was nice. I appreciate the fact that he at least tried to look, because why the hell wasn't the police that was there at the scene that worked the case looking? How the hell y'all just let this go in the first place? So I can't blame him but so much when it comes to that part. You know, he was trying to look out for her. And then the fact that she was able to just take Layla's ID, and she did exactly what we thought she was gonna do. She got in here so
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, I don't. If she didn't get that apartment with Layla, she wouldn't have been able to get this close to her. I mean, even though she came in the building, yeah, but that getting in that job, and then she's sending her this fake package.
Yeah, that was a lot, y'all. Like okay, so like my thought process, because I feel like we can talk about it now, because I was so upset with the whole handling of this by the police. Because if someone is stalking you, it is your job, it is your duty to notify me that my stalker did not get unalived. I need to be on my P's and Q's, because my stalker is now missing. Someone who committed crimes, committed murders, is now out and about. And you mean to tell me you haven't tried to notify me not once, or any of the people involved? Because BB was involved, so you try to notify BB, you try to notify me, you try to notify anybody that she actually hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just felt so, I was just so upset about that part, that we even had to get here. And then of course, you know how it ends up. But I just was like, this is crazy to me. I didn't like that part, but I do like Trevor. I did like the way he took the initiative to try to find the information out. But I was like, Tamika, bye, Trevor. It was nice seeing you.
That's how I felt about it too. Like, it was nice knowing you. But I'm like, how? I thought I had the pictures, but I know I got them. But I'm gonna show it real quick. Okay, let me get the picture up. That whole thing with her coming there dressed as her and her not talking at all, and this is an important time, and you sitting here not talking to dude. I had a problem with that scene too. You know it's important. Why you ain't take that veil off her face to figure out who she was? Because all you doing is That's what she was doing.
You don't know. You can't see her. Like, you can't see that I get that they kind of look alike, but at the same time, like, you really telling me that you don't know who you was just in the bed woohooing with. Like, you don't have a clue, bro. Like, even like that part just really irritated my soul right there. I'm like, there is no amount of disguise, unless she had on a full ski mask, that you couldn't see that something was off with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
I'm like, how you can't tell that this is this girl? Like, that I had a problem with.
I was so mad at Trevor. I said, come on, Trevor. Now you supposed
Yeah,
to
I
be
was mad at him. At first, I was understanding to, like, when he first opened the door, because she do be coming there in costumes, and of course me and Moochie was like, oh Lord, the nosy neighbor, and this is automatically gonna look like it's her that's walking in. But then once she got in the house and he's trying to tell you something that's supposed to be important about what you have him investigating, even though we clearly know that's not her, and she's sitting here wanting to shh and play around, I wanted him to be like, no, this is serious.
Yes, that's what I wanted to. I figured that was gonna like this is serious. Take this thing off. We could get to the, we could get busy later.
Right.
I would have screamed it out. I would have been like, look, that broad ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need to know this. I would have tried to ease it out at that point. If you still trying to go with this whole notion of let's get in the bed. Hell no. Look, let me tell you what's really going on. Like, you need to know this right now. Like,
yeah, I would have rather see like a real tussle between them, even if he was still gonna get taken out, where he realizes that it's not her and he's trying to at least get her down, than her being able to get away with it so easy, and him just being like, oh, you really want it, huh? And letting her handcuff and everything. I'm like, what the hell?
So they devise that's the last screenshot, y'all. So they devise a plan to get together to catch this girl red-handed. But before we get there, did she find out? Yes, well, she takes out Trevor, Simone,
and she
leaves him
took
there.
out poor Kendall. Kendall went before Trevor.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
She
Kendall
took
saw who
her.
she was.
Yeah, she saw who she was and was trying to follow her down the staircase at first. And she ended up being in the damn back seat of the car. So at this point, they already looking at Monica, thinking she has something to do with it because they find that stupid letter she wrote where she, was calling herself Vinton, and in the letter she was saying she wanted her taken out. So it's like now they feel
why
like,
would you write a dumb letter like that?
That didn't even.
Please scroll up to the top and cast your vote. This is the vote. I'm about to close this out pretty soon. Would you want to see a single black female? Part 3. Okay. So now look, we're gonna look. We had a little what's it called? A little reaction scene. We find out that he's taken out. Then we see the whole plan come together with these girls at the end. And she's left. We wanted to see a cat fight. Y'all know how I like cat fights. Tamika was all for it too. Let's look at the clip, y'all. Hit the knife! No, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Stop!
Oh my God!
I said, put it down, Monica, or I'll shoot.
Yo.
I was so mad because she ended up stabbing damn Layla down behind because she actually want to act like she helping her, and then BB got popped in the back of the head. I'm like, oh Lord, y'all, that pissed me off.
I was pissed off with that scene too. What was your thoughts, EJ?
Yeah, so I had a couple of thoughts. I was waiting patiently. I had a couple of thoughts.
I want to get it out because you was putting on your track shoes.
Hey, Inga.
Hey, Inga Binga. Listen, first thought was Layla, you stupid as hell. Like, for you to have caught on to this and to figure this out, I get you play along initially, but after that, I was like, girl, now that you done got away, like, now it's time to be on the right side of this, but yet you still want to go, like, you down for friendship, you down with murder, setting people up, you down with all of this, like, that's what we doing? Like, I don't understand that. Like, that was stupid to me. And then secondly, when they take out BB, I don't understand how we end up where we end. I'm gonna wait for that one because you haven't brought that part up yet.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't understand how we end up where we end up at the end of the movie because BB knows the situation. She knows exactly what happened. So is this like in real time where they're still trying to figure it out? Because I feel like a phone call to the Houston, Texas Police Department should just clear all of this situation up.
I agree with you.
But I just, and the fact that we sitting up in here without our lace fronts on, looking crazy, just was doing too much for me, girl. I was like really upset about this whole thing because I didn't like the way that it, like, how did we get here? And then you get to wash your ass right into the prison too, or the jail, wherever.
That whole thing made me mad. First
get.
of all, she set it up to make it look like she's the one that's taking out all these people. And even before they fight, I was saying to Moochie, why isn't she recording? Because that was supposed to be the whole game plan. And you're literally in the studio where there's cameras and recording devices everywhere. Because then you would have had her on the record before y'all was getting into this fight and know that she's coming here stalking you. I mean, she over here putting herself on the damn camera talking about, I'm here, I'm there, I'm everywhere. Before she come out to fight her, I'm like, are we freaking serious right now? It was too easy for her to set her up, in my opinion. And like I said, if they did a thorough investigation, then the same way y'all found the letter that was from her computer you should have also been able to go to Layla's apartment or even looking at the phones, because remember she cloned her phone and was texting people back and doing all kind of stuff from it, and you should have seen what she was looking up on Layla's computer. So how much of an investigation did y'all really do?
And then not only that, they didn't do any investigation. To me, that place, like you said, it had cameras all over.
Mm-hmm.
I know that BB's character BB was supposed to start the camera, but who knows? I hope we find out she started
and
that
at
camera
first I was
sooner.
scared that BB got taken out. I was like, where's BB? Don't talk, because I was like, wait, didn't she just hit on the head? Did
I
that
was like,
take
nah,
her
I think
out?
she just got knocked out. That's
because they wasn't showing her no more. We was like, oh, she in jail for real. And girl, her head was looking raggedy.
Mm-hmm. Would you want to see a part 2? The answer is yes. Everybody wants to see it. I want to see how they get her off. I want y'all to tell me where y'all would go with this if you was writing this, or if like if you got any little predictions or anything. What you got going on? Tell me.
I got a prediction.
Go ahead.
What I would want to see, first of all, I would want to see Simone's daughter be just as crazy as her and take her out. That's all I need to see, because the rest of it they just gonna have to do some good old fashioned police work and get this together. Because I feel like that's an easy fix. That's why I think there's no time jump in it. Like, I think this is just like a right after the thing, and they haven't actually like put the pieces together. But I just want to see this crazy daughter, because that daughter looked like she wasn't all there either, and I want to see her do
we hear EJ. That's what I was thinking.
The way she looked,
the way she looked at her and was like, "Oh yeah, you want to get to know me? Like, I'm gonna let you know me, chick." I said, we gonna have a part 3.
That's the first thing we said. It's gonna be a part 3. I said, this girl gonna give her a run for her money. She gonna get everything that she put out. She getting it
right.
Back. Karma is a mug.
On a scale of 1 to 10, y'all, what would you rate this?
Lifetime movie wise, I'm giving this probably about 7.58, and I'm going Lifetime movie, because Lifetime movie is a different judgment from regular movies.
I agree.
And I've seen a ton of Lifetime movies, and I like this one. Like, I would be interested in the third one, so it had to have kept me engaged enough to do so. So I'm definitely going to go around the 8 for a Lifetime movie.
Okay, and Tamika.
I give it like a 7.5. I definitely want part 3. Y'all better get to working, because I want to see her go down.
Yes, I hope it don't be 3 years, because that's what it was before. I hope they do this right away. I want to see a part 2 to this. I mean, a part 3 to this. I want to see her get everything thrown back at her from her daughter. And I hope we find out. I think she's going to be groveling for her forgiveness and explain to her it wasn't me.
Right.
You will take it from me and all of that stuff. But I don't think it matters. I think the damage is already done. Hopefully, I'm going to put this prediction out. Let me find out that Layla and her was in the same home together. Because remember we was saying we was thinking that was her daughter?
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts about it? Let me know in the chat too. The actress playing the nun. The actress that is playing the nun. Hold on, I got everything because we were talking about it.
Amber Riley. I told her already.
No, Amber Riley is her? Oh, okay, you did? Okay.
Yeah, Raven Godwin is the other chick.
Mm-hmm. So
I believe Amber was also a producer on here, and she sings her behind off. I'm definitely a fan of hers.
Yeah, I like Amber Riley.
I like her too. You know her from another show because you said her other character's name, EJ.
Oh no, I was saying her actual name, and I forgot that I was calling out real names. But
it's cool because I said she probably know her from some Tyler Perry show or something. That's the first thing I was thinking. I said, let me find out she wants something that I don't like. I don't be over there that often. Y'all opening my palette to that side of the of reviewing. So I'm going. I'm trying to stick with it and check it out. Okay, so she said, Kendall said, I definitely want a co-sign of parts 1 and 2. Y'all made it sound like it was worth watching. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's a Lifetime movie, Kendall. So yeah, but it's a good Lifetime movie to me.
Yeah.
I like Lifetime movies, so
Yo, we was mad at the whole jail scene because ain't no way she would have been able to talk like that in no visiting room. They be having lip readers, they
Yeah,
be having listening
exactly.
device, all of that.
Recording.
So for her to say everything that she said, even though she was whispering, and for her to walk out of that prison like nothing happened, that's cap. All cap. What's y'all thoughts?
Yeah, they always record everything, and then it was like so convenient that BB was getting checked to go in, and now of course she done got Simone hyped up, so her visit was canceled. She wasn't gonna be able to get that damn visit now. And her to be able to just walk out, and then of course BB was facing the opposite way when she walks past. It was like everything just
We
was
were so
kind of
mad at that part.
made so convenient for her. Yeah.
I was so mad at that part that she's like this, getting searched. Meanwhile, she's walking right out the thing with that funky nun outfit on.
Yeah, she went back to the nun outfit too. I was like, girl,
you know the nun, the nose piercing in the Vans, okay?
okay. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
she was wearing Van sneakers.
I'm trying to figure out how we didn't even check out her name. Like this is not a real name, people. Like, so you telling me that a person is involved in a crime and we not even checking out who they are? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all not check out who she is and find out that this person just doesn't exist?
Yeah, because
Like,
she
come on now.
basically told them that her name was Simone Grace. Now she's going by both her names because the nurse, the nun had gave her Grace as her name before she remembered that she was Simone. So I was like, how convenient,
Exactly. I'm like, y'all not gonna go run this name because that's the first thing. I just feel like it's just like sloppy.
How you ain't fingerprints? That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
And how she not working all this time? I had a couple of questions with things because we was like, where does money come from? Even before she got the money from her Layla's ex roommate and stuff. So yeah, it was questionable things, but of course it's a Lifetime movie. I give it a 7 also. And what y'all got going on your channels? EJ, what you got going on, boo?
Yes. So first and foremost, let's see. We did the Ruthless Roundtable, y'all. So definitely check out that live. I got my Ruthless review up as well. It's crazy out on the compound. So if you look at Tyler Perry's Ruthless, then definitely check that out. And then next week I'm gonna drop my old school it's a new segment that I got. It's called the Old School Recap. It's about television shows. So we're gonna go back and look at some of my favorite TV shows and just recap those and talk about them, especially since we know so much more information, years later about stuff. So I'm excited about that. It was supposed to come out tomorrow, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to edit the video. I've recorded it, but I don't think I'm gonna have time to edit it. It was supposed to come out today. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And then I did just post a video too. I just posted the Power video. So, because y'all know the news about Power. So, of course, I had to do a video. So, definitely go leave your comments there about your thoughts and all that type of stuff. And did I do any other videos? I did the single Black female review. So, that one is up. And I think that's all I did. And my BMF will be out tomorrow, probably, because I think that's all I'm going to have time for is BMF tomorrow. And that's it.
What you got going on, Tamika?
What do I have going on, y'all? I've been kind of like, taking a little bit of break time, but I do have I actually did 2, which I don't normally do. I did a quick recap and a live for the Overland Sisters with their mid-season finale and finales this week. So if y'all watch those, check those out. Tomorrow I may be doing Waiting to Exhale as my flashback movie. I'll push the trivia to next Saturday because Saturday I'm gonna go celebrate my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, sister! If you just so happen to come across this video, love you. And Monday is BMF with the ladies. We're gonna be talking about this episode, and of course I'll have my own recap for that. So that's it for right now. And Kindle actually Lifetime. been having some really good movies. I just recently started getting back into them because they was doing something with like a black movie every Saturday. No shade to the other ones. I watched the other ones too, but I was trying to support my black people. So it definitely have been some really good ones that they actually been coming out with. So yeah, I would suggest y'all go check some of those out.
Yeah, I just got back into Lifetime too. I was like, man, I
Mhm.
got to get back over here because I had put been on hold with it for a little while, but I just jumped back in, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So trust and believe. I will be doing some more Lifetime things. I'm sure the ladies will be doing more also. And if you have not seen my uh news, my news today about power, I did a live earlier discussing that. We were basically talking about there's going to be a last season of Power Book 2, and I want y'all to check out that. I am coming back with some more other videos in regards to Power Book 2 Ghosts, as well as talking about the possible spinoff and things of that. That'll be down the road, as well as my BMF. That'll be up probably like sometime tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow, if not Saturday. Depends on how I do with the editing, y'all, because sometimes it takes a long time. But that is our show for this evening. Please be sure to check everybody out on their channels. The link is in the description. As well as, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Thanks for coming out, y'all. God bless and have a good night, y'all.